In the headlines, President Tinubu to arrive London on Tuesday for first Nigeria-UK state visit in 4 decades. Federal government alleges plot to embarrass President Tinubu during UK visit. APC dismisses Adeleke's rigging allegation ahead of 2026 election. Several injured as Abuja-Kaduna train derails. On the foreign scene, Israel launches targeted ground operations in southern Lebanon. In sports, FIFA sanctions Nigeria, DR Congo over World Cup qualifier incidents. Good afternoon and thank you for staying with us on Diamond 88.7 FM in Lorry. This is the news on the hour. I am Bisola Oduwole Suleiman. We'll bring you details of the news after this break. Please stay with us.
They never sabi anything. Now we get this town and city and we go burn and down as long as say they give us better money. Nothing consign us. Just give us the change and we go scatter ground.
Young man, wait, stop and think. Why cut your life short, following evil orders from unpatriotic elements? Ask yourself, would they put their own children in these dangerous situations? Is it worth the shame, pain, and disgrace to your family, friends, and loved ones? Think about it and say no to being used to disrupt the peace.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Ilorin.
Welcome back from that break. Please note that you can listen to us via our website, www.diamondfm.net, or watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 87 FM and YouTube Diamond FM Ilorin. Now the news in detail. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is set to arrive in London on Tuesday for a state visit hosted by King Charles III, marking the first such visit between Nigeria and the United Kingdom in nearly 4 decades. The Nigerian leader, accompanied by the First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, will be received on Wednesday by Prince William and Catherine, Prince of Wales, before meeting with the monarch at Windsor Castle and attending a state banquet. On Thursday, President Tinubu is scheduled to hold talks with Keir Starmer and meet members of the Nigerian community abroad. Discussions are expected to focus on trade, defense cooperation and infrastructure projects, including the rehabilitation of major ports near Lagos, supported by Britain. The federal government has alleged that an embattled mining company, Jupiter Limited, is planning a campaign to discredit Nigeria during the forthcoming state visit of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to the United Kingdom. In a statement issued on Sunday by the Minister's Special Assistant on Media, Segun Tomori, the ministry said the move follows a dispute over revoked mineral licenses linked to reforms in the country's mining sector. The Ministry of Solid Minerals Development said the alleged campaign was aimed at misleading the international community and undermining the federal government's ongoing efforts to reform and regulate Nigeria's mining industry. It also dismissed allegations that Nigeria sees the British lithium project under armed guard as false and misleading. It added that the government had no legal or contractual relationship with any company known as Jupiter Lithium. Still in the news, a faction of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, led by Kabiru Tanimo Turaki, has dismissed reports that Bala Mohammed plans to defect to the All Progressives Congress, APC. The National Publicity Secretary of the Turaki-led PDP, Ini Emomobong, said Mohammed had repeatedly affirmed his loyalty to the party in conversations with the leadership. He added that the reconciliation talks were ongoing among stakeholders, including those aligned with Nyesom Wike, as the party works internally to resolve its leadership crisis. The Ondo State Police Command has clarified that the 4 suspects apprehended near Akure Airport on Sunday were not bandits, contrary to the statement by the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, FAN. Police spokesperson Abayomi Jimo said the arrested individuals are logistics suppliers aiding kidnappers in the state, and their confessional statements are assisting ongoing investigations. Police Commissioner Adebowale Lawal emphasized that no arrests were made inside the airport and that the operation near Eleyewo and Iluabo axis targeted criminals supporting kidnapping networks. Lawal insisted that Ondo State has no bandits, only criminals involved in abductions, and that public reports suggesting a breach at the airport are false. Moving on from that to Osun State, the All Progressives Congress in Osun State has rejected allegations by Governor Ademola Adeleke that the opposition party plans to use federal influence to manipulate the August 15, 2026 governorship election. In a statement issued on Sunday, the party's Director of Media and Information, Kola Olabisi, described the claims as baseless and an attempt by the governor to prepare excuses ahead of the poll. Olabisi said the party had no intention of influencing the electoral process through unlawful means, insisting that the APC was confident of victory based on growing support across the state. He added that the party had been focusing on political mobilization and strategic planning ahead of the election, while pointing to recent defections of prominent political figures as evidence of shifting alliances in its favor. And lastly, on the local scene, several passengers were injured on Monday after a train operating on the Abuja-Kaduna rail corridor derailed following a collision, according to officials. The incident involved a service run by the Nigerian Railway Corporation along the busy route linking Abuja and Kaduna. Managing Director of the corporation, Kayode Okwefa, confirmed the development, stating that the train encountered the incident near Asham. He noted that although several passengers sustained injuries, no fatalities had been reported as at the time of filing this report. And that's it on the local scene. The news on the hour is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM. Lauren, we take a short break. When we return, we bring you foreign and sports news. Please stay with us.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Diamond 87 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
Welcome back from that break. You're still tuned in and listening to the news on the hour, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM. Lauren, before that break, we brought you local stories. Now we move on to the foreign scene. The Israeli military has launched limited and targeted ground operations in southern Lebanon as clashes with Hezbollah escalates around the strategic town of Kiam. The town, a Hezbollah stronghold, has been hit by at least 3 airstrikes, with additional raids on Yatar, Boj Kalawiya, Sultaniya, Chakra, Kantara, and Asawana. As at the time of filing this report, there were no immediate reports of casualties. And that's it on the foreign scene. In the world of sports, FIFA has sanctioned Nigeria and the Democratic Republic of Congo following disciplinary incidents during the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying match played on November 16, 2025. The World Football Governing Body said both federations were found guilty of separate offences during the encounter. According to FIFA's disciplinary overview, the Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, was fined 1,000 Swiss francs after spectators threw objects during the match, breaching order and security regulations under the FIFA disciplinary code. Meanwhile, the DR Congo Football Association received a heavier fine of 5,000 Swiss francs after supporters were found to have used laser pointers or similar electronic devices during the game. That's it in the world of sport. With that, we've come to the end of the news on the hour for today. But before we go, here is a recap of the major highlights. President Tinubu to arrive London on Tuesday for first Nigeria-UK state visit in 4 decades. Federal government alleges plot to embarrass President Tinubu during UK visit. APC dismisses Adeleke's rigging allegation ahead of 2026 election. Several injured as Abuja-Kaduna train derails. On the foreign scene, Israel launches targeted ground operations in southern Lebanon. In sport news, FIFA sanctions Nigeria, DR Congo over World Cup qualifier incidents. Those are the major headlines as brought to you this afternoon. Before we wrap up the news, we take a look at our Today in History segment. Did you know that on this day in the year 1947, Nigerian journalist and founding editor of Newswatch magazine, Delegiwa, was born? Now you know. For news coverage and information about happenings around you, kindly contact the Diamond FM newsroom number on 091 606 27526, 091 606 27526. Join us at 3 p.m. for the news flash and at 5 p.m. for the news across the world for a comprehensive bulletin. The news on the hour was edited by Adeyemi Adewale. I am Bisola Oduwole Suleiman. Thank you for listening to your Shining Supreme Station. Don't forget to keep up to date with us via all our social media platforms at Diamond 87 FM on Instagram and Facebook at Diamond FM Ilorin on YouTube. Log on to our website www.diamondfm.net. You can also download the app on Google Play Store and iOS Apple Store, Diamond FM. Thank you for listening to your Shining Supreme Station. Do stay tuned for the news in Yoruba coming up shortly. Good afternoon and have a wonderful rest of the week.
Listening to the music, the sound.
Diamond FM.